Doug, what is your take on spirituality? What's the sense or purpose for being here on Earth, and how do you find it?
Well, that is probably the most important question that anybody can ask, because for as long as I can remember, I've, I've always figured, well, the big problem of life is not these, economics or politics or whatever. It's all nonsense. What's the meaning of life? And the ultimate problem of life is death. And then what happens? And I know there's lots of religious people that say, well, Jesus will take me onto his bosom. Yes, I understand. But uh, hmm, what do I think? I think there's, I think there's my own view is there are two logical possibilities. One is that we're biological entities that our brains have evolved, but when the brain dies, you die, and that's the end of the story. Just disappear like a rock. Other possibility is that you're some type of you're a spiritual entity that is inhabiting, a body. And after you shed this mortal coil, traumatic event, and being born is probably equally traumatic. You forget that and do it again. But the universe is supposed to stay in existence. I mean, it's been in existence so far for 13.7 billion years. That's physical theory since the Big Bang. Okay. Well, that's a long time. So how long is it going to last? And heaven. Oh, that's the third possibility. You got the Christian heaven and the Muslim heaven and all these different heavens. All these religions have different heavens of one type or another. Well, how long are those heavens after you die going to last? Are they going to last another 13.7 billion years? But the universe is going to last trillions and trillions of years before it reaches an ultimate heat death. So what happens to heaven then? And maybe, for that matter, the answer lies in comic books. Like one of my favorite visual novels, some call them comic books, is The Watchmen. And my favorite character out of The Watchmen is Dr. Manhattan, who at the end of the thing decides to go off to another galaxy and create life and act as God. So maybe there's a Dr. Man. Listen, I don't know. If somebody's got a definitive answer and can prove it to me, I'm all ears.
Yep. Well, you can't ever really know a real answer to these questions, I don't think, but you have to have a working hypothesis, right? That is how you then conduct yourself in the world.
Yes.
And so I guess you can have multiple running hypotheses, and I guess that's what you described in the way that you're thinking about it. You have that pure biological version, you have that spiritual inhabiting biological version, and those two primary hypotheses, I guess you're probably running in tandem, unsure of what the real answer is.
Yeah, I'd say that's an accurate summary. I basically, most people that believe in religions and look to their religion to give the answers, they don't seem to realize that they believe in that religion because they were born in this time and place, and their parents believed in the religion, and they rationalize and justify it. Listen, everybody needs something to get them through the night, and I think Jesus probably works as well as anything else, but it doesn't suit my mind the way it thinks. My mind.